I became an estate agent because I'm naturally competitive and outgoing, and I had a good career behind me in sales. But I wanted something more. I wanted a role where I could really help people in some way and make a bit of a difference to their lives. I felt that, you know, in estate agency there was the opportunity to really help people during, you know, what many people see as the most stressful time in someone's life, or one of the more stressful times in their lives. And you know, with my previous sales experience and now my experience as an estate agent, and the knowledge that I've gained, I can really help guide people through that period in their lives and make a difference to them. What sets me apart from a traditional estate agent is that I've been working in a traditional estate agency for over a decade now, and during that time I've experienced firsthand the frustrations that my customers and clients have had over that time with their property sale. And usually that revolves around difficulties with communication. They feel they're not being kept up to date during the time that they're selling their property, and that just can be incredibly frustrating and adds to the stress for them. Now I'm working for myself in partnership with the Agency UK. I can keep people up to date, you know, 24/7. I'm available at times to suit them, and you know, in dealing with a limited number of properties at any one time, I've got the time to devote to them to make sure that their sale is a priority and that I'm keeping them up to date. You know, at times to suit them. People have a busy lifestyle these days. They're not always available during working hours, and I can be there for them, you know, any day of the week, at any time pretty much, so that they can carry on with their working life, but then, you know, be kept up to date and fully informed as to how their sale is progressing and whether there's any problems that we need to address and resolve. Yeah, so with me and the way I work, I would be your one point of contact from start to finish, from the day you instruct me until the day of completion and beyond. You know, there's no being passed from pillar to post and not knowing who you're going to deal with. You know, the frustration with that is that the next person you're speaking to doesn't really know what's going on with the sale. And generally with traditional estate agency, you start out with dealing with the boss or the valuer at one end, and you know, you sort of work your way down from there. By the time you've got your property under offer, you're dealing with the you know, with the T-boy from the office, which is, you know, and at that time, once you've agreed your sale, that's the most important time really. Once it's going through the conveyancing, that's when the real problems can start to arise. So having someone knowledgeable to hold your hand throughout that stage of the process is probably the most important. So yeah, in my previous roles with traditional agents, I've met a lot of people who are, you know, frustrated in a similar way, that they haven't had the service that they were promised at the outset, and you know, and promises were broken throughout the whole process. So yeah, unfortunately, at the end of the day, it leads to unhappy buyers and sellers, and that's no good really. So yeah, my main aim is to keep the communication channels open and make sure everyone knows everything at all times. So we always encourage people to use professional photography. It makes such a difference when marketing your home. When potential buyers are scrolling through Rightmove, it's the pictures that they see initially, and that's what's going to draw them in. And from there, they might read the description, and yeah, it's really important to have a good, thorough description alongside some great photography, but also fully detailed floor plans. A lot of agents sadly miss dimensions and other details off the floor plans, whereas we like to make sure we've got all the dimensions on there, all the details, square footages and whatnot. In the majority of properties, we like to use 3D virtual tours as well. And we can also go further than that. We can do full video tours for properties as well, using professional videographers, elevated photography, drone videos. So we'll advise at the outset what we feel is appropriate for your property, and what we feel you should be using to best market your home to get to the right audience, and ensure we get the best level of interest, get the viewings to get the property sold for you and achieve the best price.